Well, I just wanted to give you a little update about a lot of little things. So this is a video that will be about sort of everything. Raspberries. We've gotten 11 quarts, not counting what I have here, so that would make it 12, 13 and a quarter-ish. But I forgot to trim. I didn't forget. I ran out of time, and maybe I did forget to trim my raspberries. I trim them every March. I didn't get to it this year. And as you can see, they're way overgrown, but man, are we getting a ton of raspberries. The same with the grapes. I didn't trim them when I would have, in March when I would have trimmed the raspberries. And there are just a ton of grapes coming. Now we'll see if they turn out, because spotted lanternflies can make them really gross and ruin them. So, but there's a whole ton of them. So we'll see. Maybe we can make some grape juice this year. So I wanted to show you that sometimes when you forget to trim things, it's not always bad. It's a little messy, but getting a nice crop. And yeah, I want to show you the greenhouse, so we'll do that next. Okay, here we are at this greenhouse, and I'll show you how this is looking and how it's working so far. Get this door open. All right, so you can see it's keeping the bugs off. Not keeping the weeds out, but it's keeping the bugs off. And another thing is, this side is so much smaller than this side, and the only thing I can figure, I did put shade cloth up, the only thing I can figure is east is that direction, and west is sort of that direction. So this is south facing, this is southeast-ish. And I wonder if it's hotter on this side. And these are cool season vegetables, cool weather vegetables. So I don't know. I lost a bunch of red cabbage. There's a little one there, 3 there, a couple weeds. I lost cauliflower. I have 3 left, but I had more than that before. Brussels sprouts are there, the greenish ones. These darker ones are kale, which looks like I could probably start picking that. My one daughter and I love kale chips, so I could make some kale chips for us. And then this is broccoli, and the broccoli's ginormous, doing really well. And then this is green cabbage over here, these. And I think not all of them lived, but 5 of them I have there. So, and the thing too is, because these are cool season vegetables, I could plant again, start them now, and then put them out like maybe early September. Who knows if I'll get to that, because, wow, it's just one of those things. And then here is a zucchini plant that I did not start from seed. I planted it, I bought it. And it has lots. I got yellow because I just wanted to try something different. And also, they're bright colored, so you can see them. With green zucchinis, they blend in with everything. And then you can't see the zucchini until they're so big and their seeds are big and disgusting. So anyway, the yellow, there's like 5 or 6 over there. There's like 5 over here. There's a ton of them, so gotta get eating those soon. And next I'll show you the vegetable garden, which is right out here. So let me just close this door. And the vegetable garden, taken over by flowers. Aren't they pretty though? So I'll walk you in, but this is what I thought was a cucumber. It is obviously not a cucumber. It is probably some sort of a pumpkin. I don't see any pumpkins on it yet. There's buds coming, but no pumpkins. This smaller leafed thing is a spaghetti squash. And there's one coming right there. If you can see that, I don't know. There. And they're pretty good. I didn't used to like spaghetti squash. Probably because my mom would make spaghetti, and I don't like spaghetti. And she also would boil it, and so it was full of water. And it was just, oh, I don't know. I hated it. Then I learned you can roast them. So I grew some last year and I roasted them. And I added cheese and maybe some ground beef. It was really good. It was really good. Totally different than what I ever experienced before. So give it a try if you haven't ever tried it. They don't store like butternut squashes you can store over the winter in a cool, dry place. Those are summer squashes, so they don't store. But anyway, I also got a new grapevine that something was nipping on. I even put a thing around it. Something nipped it anyway. Here's the other grape that I planted a couple of years ago now. It's like just taking off all of a sudden, which is awesome. So that's pretty cool. Now, into this mess. Oh, there's weeds and oh, it's fun. Look at this tomato going nuts. I thought I'd grow these up the trellis. I guess I gotta come down here and tie them back because they're just monsters. Oh, there's some tomatoes down in there. See them? Maybe? And then over here is 2 cantaloupe plants that I bought because I don't, oh shoot, look at that. That hole is dug out. Do you see that hole? Rats. They're rats. We can't get rid of them for some reason. Anyway. Oh, I'm not going to think about the rats. Lettuce went to seed. I'm not on my game here with my vegetable garden this year. It's a mess. That looks like corn, but it's not. Same with that. That's a bean plant that came up on its own. And oh, it's got pretty flowers on it. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know. There's more spaghetti squash. You can see one right there. Lots of larkspur and sunflowers down here. Look at how huge that sunflower is. So anyway, I have a couple beet plants. Most of them got eaten or died because of the dry weather. So yeah, it's just not, I'm a little discouraged. I need to not let these flowers grow. But it's so hard to pull them out. Look how pretty they are. And I don't know. I'm not feeling it this year. I think I got burned out when we didn't have any rain. And all that project, the steps in the garden, was a lot of work. I think I got burned out. And I really have to force myself to go into the garden because I don't really want to be in it. And it's just starting to get humid and hot. So we have had beautiful weather other than no rain. But now it's starting to get really humid and I don't do well with that. I become a big baby and don't want to go out in it. Let's see if there's any pickles or cucumbers on here. I did pick 2 so far, but I only planted 2 cucumber plants, thinking these stupid pumpkins were cucumbers, because when they were tiny they looked the same. And then I have a little cucumber plant there that is just barely living. So I don't know that I'll make much pickles this year, but that's okay because we still have some left from last year. And this pumpkin, look at this pumpkin. That is a pumpkin plant. Look at taking over the chicken pen. It's coming down over here. These things are monsters. I'm trying to see if there's any fruits on it yet. Oh, there's a strawberry plant. Man, it's ginormica. I don't know. I don't see any fruits on it. Maybe it's just a big vine. But it looks kind of cool. Offers some shade to the chickens, which is good for them. Alright, moving on. Try to find a path through this mess. See these... I stopped planting pumpkins in the garden because of this. They take over. and I don't want them to take over. Sorry, I'm not watching where I'm pointing my phone because I'm trying to weave that thing up through there. All right, now, where are we going? Let's see, this bed has some garlic and onions, or maybe just garlic, and sunflowers, and pepper plants, and I think there's a tomato in here if it's still alive. Oh, no, it's a pepper plant. Really should pull some of these off so I can get some light. And this one doesn't look so hot, so I think I'm going to pull that one out. There. And then here, this is garlic, and look at it makes these little, like, has these tiny little bulbils in it, and you can plant them and get new garlic plants. So that's what I'll do with those. Well, there's an onion down there. Tomatoes. I wanted onions, tomatoes, and peppers. That was my main thing this year because I made salsa last year and we really love it. And I want to make it again this year. Ooh, that looks like a bald hornet. I want to make it again this year. And I would like to make more of it than I did last year, but I might not have enough ingredients. I'm going to have to buy some ingredients. More tomatoes. Oh, and I also want to do tomato pieces. I always do tomato juice or sauce, but I think I want to do like pieces. I don't know how to describe what I mean, but like you peel them and then they're like chopped, but they're big pieces for like a recipe that calls for that. I don't know. Anyway, so that's one of my thoughts, if I have enough tomatoes. And then if you see these little things that look like weeds, they're not weeds. That's Jerusalem artichoke. I bought that one. It was very expensive. Then I bought a whole bunch more for like almost nothing. I really should pull this here out. Get that up there. And then so you can see them. They're all coming up. And they're you can eat the tubers like a potato. And they're supposedly not as high in carbs, and they're sweeter, like better flavored. I don't know. I've never ever eaten one. They say you can do the same thing you do with potatoes with them. We're gonna find out. I need to look into it a little more because I don't know if I'm supposed to leave some of them in the ground or if I should dig them out like you would a potato and then save seed potatoes. I don't know. It's a new thing. I was hoping to make it like a perennial bed, so they're there all the time. So we'll see. And look, new rat holes. Oh, I hate them so much. I hate them. Anyway. All right, so then I'll show you what I'm going to be doing up there. Okay, you see this stake? That is a sign, oh, I just walked up the hill, of a new septic system. And that is my herb garden. And that's where the old tank sits. So, I have a rock wall there. I gotta pull those rocks out, dig out all the herbs that I want to keep. Let's move a little closer. All right. This is horseradish. I have never harvested it. I've always meant to, just never did. So I'm thinking I might harvest most of that and can it. This is lovage that's gone to seed. I may just save some of the seeds of that and pitch the plant. That tall dark thing there is bronze fennel. It just spreads its seeds everywhere, so I am not worried about that. You can eat that too, the roots, but I don't like the flavor. It's like licoricey, black licorice, scented and flavored. So I don't care for that, but it is edible. Let's see, I think there's some sage back underneath that fence, and my potting bench back there has to come out. So I'm not going to get it all done today, but I'm going to definitely start it today. And God is good. He gave us cloudy skies. It's very humid, but it's breezy and the sun is not out, which makes it so much easier to work. So, oh, and there's tansy over here in the grass. There's like weird, this is a mess. This is an area that needs to be redone. And now maybe because we're having our septic done, it'll give me the motivation to actually finish this. Now the other thing too is this is going to be all ripped up. So what we're going to do when they're all finished, putting the new tank in. Look, there's a cat stalking me right there. She thinks I don't know that she's there. We're gonna continue this rock wall on this side of these steps and build this all up. And then I usually either come down those steps to go into my secret garden, or I come down this way. What I'm gonna do is make a path behind that. That post is gonna go, but behind it I'm gonna make a path so that I can go right into my potting bench and right over to my secret garden and into the cottage back there. And then this just will be a bigger herb garden then. So it'll be nice to see it looking better, because this whole area is a royal mess. And I can only do so many projects at a time. I get burnt out and then I just don't care anymore. And so the rocks from this wall we're going to use to do the little rock wall up around that pad that we've made. And I'll try to get some footage of what it looks like in the process of everything, and we'll see how much we get done this year. There's that cat again. So anyway, all right, well, thanks for watching.